And we're back with the twofer. So, as I told you guys from the past few videos, this is actually going to be the fourth of four videos talking about my Kamen Rider Fourze figure collection. Now, this next figure did not really appear in the TV series, as if you remember that the Kamen Rider Fourze only had two riders for the series. Basically, the main rider was Kamen Rider Fourze, and his secondary rider, Kamen Rider Meteor. Now, for Kamen Rider series, every season, after a season happens, there's always going to be a movie. Now, what does that movie do? Well, basically, it actually culminates, or it actually closes up the story. At the same time, it also introduces the next rider for the next year. But unlike the other movies, that usually happens, which is more of a introduction to the next rider, they actually introduced a new character for Kamen Rider Fourze, and that is going to be the figure I'm gonna showcase right now, which is Kamen Rider Nadeshiko. Now, Kamen Rider Nadeshiko, her release, or I mean her first appearance, is in the movie War Megamax. Now, that is the movie for the Kamen Rider Fourze TV movie, wherein he also introduces the next rider, which is Kamen Rider Wizard. But aside from that, they also added Kamen Rider Nadeshiko. Now, the thing there is that Kamen Rider Nadeshiko is female. It's not the usual. Most rider series have female riders, but this is more like love interest. I would say it's a love interest for Kamen Rider Fourze. So this is Kamen Rider Nadeshiko, and then this is the product artwork for Kamen Rider Nadeshiko's. Now you can see Kamen Rider Nadeshiko also has the rocket arm. The rocket arm weapon for herself. Now, Kamen Rider Nadeshiko actually, in the movie, she's not human. She's a Solyu being, which is actually an alien life form that copied the form of a student named Nadeshiko, hence using her name Kamen Rider Nadeshiko. Now, curious thing about her is that the actress Erica Mano, Erica Mano is actually an idol. She used to be a Japanese idol who went into acting. Now, it's actually pretty special since the three main, apparently, Kamen Rider Fourze only has three riders, really, which is Fourze, Meteor, and Nadeshiko for its whole series. Actually, all the actors for the three riders actually met again for another project, which is the live-action version of Bleach. Yes, Kamen Rider, the one who played Kamen Rider Fourze, Kamen Rider Meteor, and also Kamen Rider Nadeshiko. They all had more or less like a semi-reunion, I would say a reunion of sorts, when they all played characters in the live-action movie for Bleach. So that's a little bit of a trivia. Now, for Kamen Rider Nadeshiko's, actually, I bought this overseas. I bought this in Spot. It's a building in Hong Kong, wherein they also have toys being sold there. This is actually way before I went to Japan. So I didn't really plan on buying Nadeshiko since she wasn't in the series, but there's only three riders that you can get for Kamen Rider Fourze, and when I saw her being sold, I just had to get it. The seller was actually a pretty the seller was an old man and telling me that, oh, so you like the figure? Yes, that's Kamen Rider Nadeshiko. I was so excited, and he gave me that look like, this hasn't been sold. It's been sitting in the store for the longest time, and he actually seemed, I remember him being really happy that I was so happy buying this. And yeah, it is. For the longest time, this has been my only female Kamen Rider figure until after I got Kamen Rider Jean. And I have a surprise for you guys soon that we will be showing after Kamen Rider Wizard, because I finally got Kamen Rider Aguilera. So right now I have a total of 3 female riders. 1 for Kamen Rider Fourze and the 2 riders for Kamen Rider Levi's. So let's check her out. So again, this is still in the old packaging. The old packaging actually is still wider than, it's actually pretty wide, but it's pretty thin, and it also has a plastic cover. And but unlike the packaging of Kamen Rider Fourze, this does not have any plastic art anymore. Now this is one of the few releases that still had this packaging. Now you will notice soon in my other videos, you will see that the packaging has changed. It has gone narrower, and it's less colorful. It's actually not as colorful as this one. I guess maybe they started really saving money on this more. Now, Kamen Rider Nadeshiko is actually pretty special in a sense that it also comes with a limited edition base. Now, this base I haven't opened yet, but this is the standard SH Figuarts action base. Now, this is actually very good value because the figure, which as you can see is very detailed, already includes a base. You have to buy this separately in packs of 3 to be able to buy a base like this, and it is personalized for her. So you're actually getting good value, but at the same time, this is actually very hard to find, even within the different countries. So I would say that it is actually a great deal to get them. So I would really say that it's a great buy. Now, so it comes with the figure, comes with the rocket arm, just like Kamen Rider Fourze. It does have extra hands. As you can see here, it has the hands for her favorite pose, which we'll be checking out in a few. Honestly, I'm actually a bit disappointed that I'm finishing all 4 videos already. You know, I could talk all day about Kamen Rider Fourze and the other stuff I have. I'm actually debating within myself if I would like to share if I'd like to share the DX Powerdizer version. Actually, if anybody watches this, please comment below if you'd like me to share the DX Powerdizer, because unlike the SH Figuarts Powerdizer, which is only limited to the dizer mode, the DX Powerdizer that I have, it actually transforms into a robot. Has 3 forms. A robot, becomes a vehicle, and then also becomes a launcher. A launcher for Fourze. So yeah. So, and if for the few people watching this, I hope if you'd like to check them out, if you'd like me to check them out, if you'd like me to show it, I guess. But I just like word of warning. My DX is already pretty used. I was very when I do play with them. Now, by the way, the DX means it's a different brand, and it's actually meant for a younger demographic. So it's actually really meant to be played. Now, here is Kamen Rider Nadeshiko. As you can see, paint apps always gorgeous, which is already standard for SH Figuarts. You can see that her body is a lot smaller than that of her male counterparts. You can see the waist, the little wider hips, the breast, and one thing special about Kamen Rider Nadeshiko is that her belt is movable. The driver is actually movable. Unlike Meteor and Fourze, wherein the belt is actually fixed to the waist. Now, unlike Fourze and Meteor, none of the switches can be removed. So it's just basically the belt. So you can actually move it around. It's actually for better posability, and at the same time, you really won't lose anything if you move. Now, she comes with a fist. Her fist is actually like a girl's fist. It's not the usual man fist. Girl fist I guess she's for more feminine poses. Also, weirdly enough, she is in heels. Yes, you can see she's in heels, But in terms of standing her up, it's actually she's pretty stable. As you can see, she's standing up here. She's standing up. She's pretty stable. She's pretty stable. So, and then aside from that, they do have the extra hands. But one extra feature is her together hand. Is one of the hands which is clasped together. So that's actually something pretty unique about her hands and her hand posing. And then just like Kamen Rider Fourze, you can remove the forearm and you can use it for her flying stance. So this is actually one of my honestly this is one of my more expensive Kamen Rider figures, and also really one of the greatest figures that I have. But I'm really this is something that's used to be a grail of mine. I did not get this during the same time frame with Fourze and Meteor, but I got this like a few years after because I never expected to really find this. Honestly, I don't really see this around much, but this is actually one of the, I would say, one of my grail and one of my my more valuable figures, in a sense that this was hard to find, and I think I'm one of the few in my country that has this. And it's a great figure. You know, posability is always great. Posability is a standard for SH Figuarts, so this is already something that's normal, and which is also getting better. And this is and you can see the detail of her suit. Actually the actress for this is actually a woman. The suit actress for this is a woman as well, so it's actually pretty special. So this is actually the fourth of 4 videos talking about my different Kamen Rider figures. So after this, we'd be going to the next Kamen Rider and Heisei Phase 2, which is Kamen Rider Wizard and his bike. Now, take note that my Kamen Rider Wizard is the old version, which is not the SS or not the premium version. You'll know the difference. I'll show you I'll show you why it's not premium yet, but at that time when I got it, it's actually pretty premium because it came with different accessories. So just like, well, here she is again. For people who'd like for me to show the DX power dicer, please, if you'd like to comment below if you'd like. But if not, I'll be moving forward with Kamen Rider Wizard. So again, thank you very much for letting me share Kamen Rider Nadeshiko with me. And actually, the first time that I really got to pose her was in this year, 2024's Toy Convention. And it's actually one of the most fulfilling. Honestly, being able to show my Kamen Rider Fourze collection to everybody after all these years, after more than 10 years of collecting Kamen Rider Fourze, is very fulfilling for me. This year, I'll never forget that I was able to show my favorite Kamen Rider in a convention, and I was able to show Kamen Rider Nadeshiko to everybody. I do have another version of her. I have a 10-inch vinyl figure of her, and I also have a statue. I also have a statue of Nadeshiko, as well as a WCF mini chibi version. And I just like to reminisce that this is the first time I was able to showcase how much of a Fourze collector I am, and I also felt so fulfilled and so vindicated when I met fellow SH Figuarts collectors and fellow Kamen Rider enthusiasts and fans, and seeing them appreciate the fact that there are Kamen Rider Fourze collectors out there, because most people tend to find Kamen Rider Fourze campy and a bit of a joke, but that's the reason why I love it. I love the positivity of it. I love how Gentaro wants everybody to get along and be together, and that's something nice, and that's something very positive. I find very positive about Kamen Rider Fourze, and that's why I love the series so much. If I can buy doubles and triples of anything, I'd buy it. I do my best to buy anything Fourze. You'd be surprised on what I have Fourze glasses, Fourze coasters. I even small plastic hand finger puppets. I bought it. I got it. That's how much I love Fourze, and I do hope that you can see and share and see how much I love this. And thank you very much for taking the time to let me share. For letting me share and appreciating Kamen Rider Fourze and also my other figures. So again, it's either next week would be Kamen Rider Wizard or the DX Power Dizer. But either way, thank you very much for letting me share these figures for you.